Hey guys, it's me, Carly, coming at you with another video. And today is going to be an information video to help you guys who want the Black AF history book to avoid getting scammed. And yes, apparently pirating books is now a thing, which I've heard of pirating purses, I've heard of pirating movies, I've heard of dupes. When I say pirating, I mean like knockoffs or dupes. But I've never heard of pirating or duping or ripping off a book until now. So I'm going to be showing you the side-by-side comparison, but places where you can get the authentic copy from sites like you can get it from HarperCollins publishing page. I did take the liberty of ordering the HarperCollins version, or the book from HarperCollins TikTok page. However, I haven't received it yet because it's only been a few days and I'm waiting for it to get here. But luckily for me, I was able to find it at a library. Find the authentic copy at a library 30 minutes from where I live because my local library did not have it. And yes, I did drive all 30 minutes to find the book at the library for the sake of this video. So bear with me as I film and compare the books. So anyways, here we go. Already you can see the difference in size. The one on the left is clearly the fake and the one on the right is the authentic copy. See how much bigger it is? See how it has a protective cover on it? I would show you what it looks like underneath, but again, this is a library book, so they tape books like this that have a cover on them for safety. So I can't take this cover off, otherwise I would. But the point is, I'm showing you the authentic copy versus the fake copy. This is the fake and this is the authentic one. And now I will be comparing the pages. Okay, so the fake one does not have the descriptor on the actual cover, whereas the real one has like this description. It's supposed to look like this, whereas this one is just fake. So that's a red flag already. Also, again, there is no legit paperback copies. If you have a paperback copy, it is most likely it is most likely a dupe. So this is the authentic, this is the fake. This part pretty much stayed the same. Black AF history, Black AF history. So that's a good sign, kind of. But just wait, we'll get to the difference in pages in a moment. Okay, pretty much the same here. However, the difference between these pages is see how it says for Karen on this page versus, it says the same thing here, except the for Karen will be on the other page, which I will now show you. Okay, so here's for Karen on this page, with a descriptor right here. And now I will show you the difference in table of content. Here's the table of contents here. I'll leave it on here for a sec just so you can pause and read it if you want and see how many pages there are or where the index begins versus here. See, already there's a big number. Already you can see the difference between the numbers. And index starts on page 416. Now for the introduction pages. So the table of contents and the introduction page come directly after each other in the fake book. Whereas in this book, it comes between the table of contents and a blank page. Now I'll show you a paragraph comparison. Okay, I remember when I was discovered in America. It happened around 8 p.m. on November 4th, 1980. That's 15 years before I was born. Awesome. Okay, see how Ronald Reagan is spaced weird? Which would make sense if Ronald was starting over here and you couldn't fit the whole name. And see how sending desperate please, see how that's one word versus this book. I remember when I discovered America. See how Ronald Reagan starts way over here and is spaced the way it should be because it's supposed to be one word. And see how the words are not mushed together? Sending desperate is separated. The words sending and desperate are separated. And I'll remind you again that sending desperate and the fake and the knockoff is smushed together. And it's happening with a lot of words. I'm sorry if you guys are getting dizzy with the way I'm filming, but I'm doing the best I can, so bear with me. So here's the final page number for the fake copy versus the real copy. See what a big difference that is? The final two things I'll show you is that there's supposed to be a picture of the author and the back of the book, which I will do right now. All right, as you can see, the fake copy does not have a picture of the author, where this is the guy who wrote the book, and this is the actual author. So the real copy is supposed to have a picture. It does not, it does, whereas the fake one does not. Now for the back of the book. Okay, see how there's no barcode? There's no way to trace it back to a publisher. Yes, it was in the front of the book. However, or on the first page, one of the first pages of the book. However, there's supposed to be a barcode. Here's the barcode. The real one has the barcode and the fake one does not. So, yeah, that's pretty much concludes my comparisons of the book. This is an overview of each book. So I hope this was helpful. Anyways, that's my comparison of the books. I hope this was helpful. Again, I'm sorry if the camera work is a little shoddy, but I did my best because I'm not used to having to pause for my videos and hit record again. So I did a lot of pausing and recording, and I've filmed this video like 6 different times already, or even less or more than that, but I filmed this video repetitively just to make sure I covered everything to the best of my ability. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this video, and hopefully I'll get a follow. Love you guys.